Hello Biology 125 students, this is Dr. Forbes and I want to welcome you to Biology 125 Personal Health for the summer 2020. This brief course introduction is actually a special COVID-19 summer 2020 course introduction. I'm still going to ask you to watch the normal course introduction, which is found under the media link, but I wanted to give you some updates here on changes that are going to happen for the summer administration of this course. Since of course, as we sit here today, the first week of May 2020, the campus is still closed for the first summer session, and with all really high probabilities going to be closed for the second summer session also, and who knows, maybe into the fall. So there's going to be a little bit of a change in the administration of the course, and that's what I want to share with you today. But first of all, welcome to my rooftop studio here. This is actually a sunroom that I built a couple of years ago. I live out here in the woods, and so this is where I'll be probably Zoom meeting with you during the semester, etc. And I also want to point out that we do have sometimes little woodland creatures walking behind me here. Again, we do live in the forest, and we have a flock of turkeys this year, which is kind of cool. We have about, I think, 15 or 16 wild turkeys that bebop through here pretty regularly. They come through between 10 and 11 o'clock, so you might see, a dozen and a half turkeys walking behind me. We also have chickens. Well, I should say that we don't have chickens. Our neighbors have chickens through the forest in that direction. And these guys waddle over here every day because apparently we're way more fun on this side of the forest and where they live. And they're here from sunup to sundown. We get all the advantages of having chickens, but we don't have to take care of them. But I guess we give them better food or something, or we're just better company than their owner. So you may see chickens bebopping behind me here also, and deer walking back here, and turkeys. Excuse me. Hopefully we don't have any, wildlife scenes happening back here, like a coyote coming up and ripping the head off of a chicken or a turkey. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But anyway, so you'll see some, hopefully some cool stuff behind me. And as we go through the semester, you'll see the trees begin to leaf out also. But anyway, what I want to do in this short intro video, and again, I'm going to have you watch the more formal video after this, is tell you how things have changed for this particular special COVID-19 presentation of Biology 125. Since the campus is closed, you're not going to be taking your exams on campus anymore. We have a department policy that we want all of our biology students to take their exams on campus. And the main reason for that is to make sure that you, in fact, are you taking the exam under a controlled situation, and we're, of course, trying to reduce the possibility of student cheating. Not that any student would ever cheat on online testing, but this was a way to, completely eliminate that by having students come on campus. But now we don't have that option anymore. So what we're going to do is we're able to do an online courses. We're going to have all students in the Biology 125 course actually use a testing protocol that uses software that you're going to download, and I'll send you more information on this later. It's covered in the course syllabus already. We're going to be using a software program called Respondus Lockdown Browser with a video cam. And you're going to be taking the exam at home, and you'll actually be videotaped while you're doing this, and then I can tell as I rewatch these, is it in fact you taking the exam, and are you using any additional resources? And the answer that's going to be no, because the Respondus Lockdown Browser does just that. It's actually a browser. It's a web browser like Google Chrome, like the Apple iOS system. And when it's activated, you can't look anywhere else on the web other than just taking the exam. In the video cam, make sure that, of course, it's you taking the exam and that you're just looking at the screen, you're not looking at anything else. So there'll be more information on that to come, but do take a look in the syllabus because you have to use a real live computer with this lockdown browser. Many of you have used this in other courses here at GRCC and another campus. It's kind of the gold standard for online teaching. But you can't use a Chromebook, you can't use a tablet, you can't use your phone. You have to have a real live computer, and you have to have a webcam. And almost all computers now have a webcam and audio source built in, a microphone built in. But if not, as I explain in the syllabus, Amazon, you can buy these for like $25 to $30. The webcam built in concert with the microphone. So make sure that you begin to secure those. If you have some absolute, barrier to helping you do that or allowing you to do that, let me know, and we'll see if we can deal with that. But that's something you want to get on, because you can't take the exams unless you have that hardware and you have the software downloaded. Now also, it's important as you're taking those exams this semester, and again, more information to follow on this, that you have an appropriate internet connection. You want to make sure that nobody is streaming and competing with your bandwidth at home, that somebody in the other room isn't playing Doom. That's going to suck up all your bandwidth, and your delivery of the exam and your response might be delayed. So you want to make sure that you're the only one online when you're taking the online exam, or make sure that you have a secure connection somewhere else. GRCC sent you information previously last semester, as well as I'm sure this semester, letting you know that we do have free internet at the DeVos campus in the parking lot there. We've actually increased the signal strength there, and so you won't have any problems there, because again, there are no excuses for technology issues of, oh, my internet stopped. You make sure that you have a good internet connection. And again, there'll be more information coming on that later on. When you watch the course introduction video version 2.0, I actually just recently sent you an email saying I was going to re-record that, but I just watched it and everything actually in there is completely fine, and so I'm not going to record it. The only difference is that it makes reference to the old textbook by Aller, so we're not using that textbook anymore. We've changed the textbook, but there's very little material in that introduction that deals with the textbook. The introduction video talks about how to find out where your assignments are, how to navigate the Blackboard website, how to do well in the course, strategies for success, etc. And so we'll stick with that version 2.0 introduction. Again, it's a different textbook, but other than that, it really doesn't matter. But I do want to emphasize, as I do in that textbook, that you need to read all of the emails I send you as soon as they wind up in your email box, not a week later. You want to look at all of the announcements that I post to Blackboard, because we're doing this remotely all the time on an online course. And so if you're not reading your emails, you're not reading the Blackboard announcements, you're not going to do well in the course. That's just not going to happen. And also, in that introductory video, I'm going to introduce you to what makes you a successful online student. If you don't have the motivation, the organization to self-educate, you're not going to do well in this course, because this particular version of online course is all the information is transferred to you from your reading of the textbook. In my anatomy physiology courses, I'm actually doing all the lectures. It's me 100% of the time. That's not the case in the personal health course. This textbook is designed as an online textbook and the resources associated with it. I'm here as basically your facilitator to help you get through the material. I know this material inside and out. I'm here to help you learn this material. Never lose sight of the fact that I'm here for you. That even though we may be Zooming back and forth or using some other type of conferencing, software, I'm here. I'm here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, to help you with this information. So although we're using the textbook and other media as a method of delivering the information to you, never forget that I'm here to help you. So you need to be organized, you need to be on time, you need to not miss deadlines, and you'll do fine in the course. Students who don't do well in distance learning courses, online courses for instance, are people who are unmotivated, who can't keep to a schedule, and don't have the desire to succeed on their own. Let's hope that isn't you. But again, I deal with these particular concerns and topics in the formal online introduction. Now, with respect to us communicating with each other, whoops, sorry about that, just kicked the tripod there, is that we're going to be using Zoom this semester for doing communication between you and I. And we're not going to use any other conferencing software like the Google version or FaceTime, because Zoom, most everybody has Zoomed by now during this crisis. Zoom works whether you're on Android, Zoom works whether you're on an iOS system, it works whether you're on a tablet, it doesn't matter. So let's make sure that you get that Zoom downloaded onto your computer or onto your phone. You can just go to the App Store or in the course syllabus I give you the link to the Zoom website, which is easy for you to find. Just make sure you're going to the Zoom website. Don't go to one of the other websites that's trying to install bloatware on your computer. Go to Zoom, and it's a very easy format for us to use, and we can do it regularly throughout the semester. So don't limit yourself to email. We can certainly do Zoom. And I'll be checking that regularly because I'm teaching a full load this semester. So whether it's up here in my little forest studio, or I'm canoeing down a river, or flying my plane, I can certainly Zoom with you, and we make sure that you understand the material. Also understand that I will read every single assignment that every student turns in this semester word for word, and I will respond to you personally on every single assignment. Make sure that you read those comments. In fact, you're required to read those comments. Periodically, I'll put little nuggets in my response to you and say, I want you to respond to me with the following information. And if you fail to do that, you'll lose points. So the important part of reading your communications and reading my commentary on your assignments is essential, really, to you're getting the maximum out of this course. So please make sure that you do that. You're required to do so. Also, with respect to the delivery of this course this semester is going to be asynchronous. What that means is that we don't have regular class meeting times. And for the first time, because we've switched to the Respondus online testing format, you don't have to come on campus to take the exam by a certain date. For the first time beginning here in summer 2020, you're going to be able to take the exams anytime you want. Now, you were able to do that before, but I had dates you had to take them by. The reason for doing that was actually coercive. I found out that if allowing you to wait till the end of the semester to take the exams, most of the students did not finish in time. You would just say, well, I'm going to do it later, I'm going to do it later. But I'm going to allow you to take all the exams anytime you want, with the exception of the first exam. The first exam will actually have a completion date, and I'll send that information to you. And that will kind of basically, in a coercive fashion, force you to take the exam by a certain date. It also forces you to get the Respondus software installed, the webcam working, etc. And I will send that date to you in the syllabus. I did not provide you the date for the first exam, but I will do that. All the other exams you take when you want, so you can blow through this course as soon as you want. However, with respect to the weekly assignments are due. You can do those ahead of time also, but there are due dates every single week for those assignment folders, and they're always due at 11:59 on Sunday evening. Not midnight, not 12:01, but 11:59. And again, this information is provided in the syllabus. With respect to the syllabus, that's your first assignment. Get that read right away. I also want to ask you to help me help you. When you contact me, please don't just say, hi, this is Buffy, I'm one of your students. Buffy, which class are you in? Which section are you in? And what do you need specifically? Most of the emails I get from students make absolutely no sense. Please reread your email before you send it to me. If you can help me help you, it's better for both of us. So please make sure that you're succinct in your emails, because in the morning when I open up my emails, some days I'll have 100, 125 emails, and I can't spend time figuring out what class you're in, what you really need. So help me help you, and let's make sure you're successful in this class. Again, please understand I'm here to help you. Do contact me as often as you need to. Please do make sure that you've read the syllabus first, because I'd be shocked if the information you're requesting is not already in the syllabus. But by all means, let's communicate regularly to Zoom, and let's have you be successful in this class, right? We're looking at A's and B's, right? So don't do the minimum, do the maximum. I provided for you examples of the assignments, what I consider to be A assignments, A-level assignments on your Blackboard website. So please make sure you take a look at those, and let's stay in communication. So other than that, let's have you move next to the formal course introduction to Biology 125, and let's get you started. Thank you.